Someday we'll make it on time. Other days we only can try. Either way, no matter what people say. Either way, we're gonna get I believe in the future. I believe in the past. I believe what you truly desire. You can bring that. All you need is a focus and story to Someday we'll make it on by. Other days we only can try. Either way, no matter what people say. Either way, we're gonna get it. Someday we'll make it on by. Other days we only can try. Either way, no matter what people say. Either way, we're gonna get it. I believe in the future. I believe in the past. I believe what you truly desire. You can bring it past. All you need is focus and a story to hold. And the faith that you can achieve what's inside your soul. Someday we'll get on fire. Other days we can try. Either way, no matter what people say. Either way, we're gonna get it. Someday we'll get on fire. Other days we can try. Either way, no matter what people say. Either way, we're gonna get it. Know that you can make it. Hold it tight, cause they will try to take it. Keep it close, cause they will try to shake it. For whatever you do, don't let them break it. This moment's just a little chance to take into your own hands and shape the life you see inside your dreams. Someday we'll get on side. Other days we can try. Either way, no matter what people say. Either way, forget it. Someday we'll get on fire. Other days we can try. Either way, no matter what people say. Either way, we'll get it.